So in the first scene, we got this big boom with this big ass purple nigga named Piccolo, bro. And no, this is not racist, okay? He looks just like Piccolo. You cannot tell me that he doesn't, bros.
Shut the hell up.
Niggas even throwing out Dragon Ball Z fighter style powers, bro. There's no way that he's not Piccolo. And we got these dead ass superheroes on the ground with Smile Man. Like, who the f is Smile Man, bro? Like, kick this nigga out of the clique, bro. Fake ass Patrick. I know you guys remember that episode. Y'all already know that Saitama's going there, so I'm not even gonna say anything about that. But let me go ahead and stress this right here. Y'all know how kids never get out the way whenever a building is falling on them in a movie? This is the exact same thing. Why are you just there crying? Run! What is wrong with you? I hope you die. On a side note, I even think that he has the same voice actor that Piccolo has, so you cannot tell me that is not him. He tells his whole entire backstory, blah blah blah. Nobody gives a damn, bro. You're a villain. You're gonna easily die. You already know this. This is One Punch Man. What do you expect from a show called One Punch Man, y'all? Finally, we got the man's backstory himself. He's a depressed ass business worker. I don't even know. He's working that 9 to 5, bros. He's kind of like me a little bit. I'm be working at 95 too, okay? Like, bro, rent is not free, okay? I need to pay for shit. Come on. Well, we got young Saitama hanging out with Mr. Krabs like we're in Bikini Bottom, bros. Like, bro, go hit some legs. I see that you got the muscles for it. Also, SpongeBob, let me hold that secret formula real quick. Come on, help a bro out. We have Saitama walking past Ball Chin Boy. Like, bro, who made this design?
Yo,
who is in the
studio,
bro? These 40-year-old niggas in the studio making children with balls on his chin? Nigga, you're weird. Long story short, Ball Chin guy was saved. That created the Hero Association, and that leads us up to the next scene. The show just further on shows that he is One Punch Man. Like, we get it. He's strong. We don't need to see him punching a giant from Attack on Titans and winning, okay? We already knew that when he defeated Piccolo. Piccolo destroys planets, y'all. He also destroyed a city by killing that guy. Like, bro, how much do you owe? Where are my tax dollars going, bro? I'm not paying taxes now because of you.
FBI, open up!
Right after that, he beats up a busted ass Transformer. Bro, what are you? We do not need to see this fight. This was just random out of nowhere. But then he has a dream like he's Martin Luther King, wakes up, realizes it was just a dream, and he can't even have fun anymore when fighting niggas. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have fun killing these monsters. There's no way he can't. He's doing too much, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. And that right there ends episode 1 for us. He is basically him. That is all that episode 1 told us, y'all. There is no exposition, nothing. He is just the GOAT himself. Let's get into episode 2 though.
You hear me? Hit the rollie, start with the rollie on.
So it leads to the next scene of Saitama watering a cactus. This nigga is drowning it, bros. If you look up how many times you need to water a cactus, it is every 10 to 14 days, and that's only if it's like summer. He is letting it drown, guys. Then a mosquito comes and bites him. He gets a little bit pressed. He can't even hit it. I don't even know why. Man is the strongest being in the universe, in any universe. Like, let's be honest. Saitama is him, and he can't beat a mosquito? What is this?
This is an emergency evacuation warning.
Genos is following the swarm of mosquitoes to this sexy ass lady. Mosquito Girl is one of the monsters that is created by a doctor. I forgot his name. He's kind of irrelevant, so it doesn't even matter right now. But Mosquito Girl and Genos end up meeting up, and they start to scrap. And in this fight, Genos seems like he's him. But then Mosquito Girl flies away and starts to suck the soul out of everyone around the city. For some reason, Saitama is still following after the mosquito, which I can now classify it as one of the strongest anime characters ever made. Saitama gets his clothes burned off by Genos, not thinking about the safety of any human beings around the whole entire area. And then him and Mosquito Girl start the box again. And this time he's getting folded. He chooses to blow himself up as to not let the demon get released, and he was dying either way. And Saitama comes out the cut with a killing strike and a killer joke.
Bugs. They suck.
You need to leave.
Genos is shocked that even such a man exists, and he automatically says,
I would like to be your disciple.
this nigga Saitama tells him to pull up. They have a little bit of a conversation. Saitama tells Genos he's not a teacher, and then he gets to wondering about a couple of things. So they have a back and forth real quick, and then they get into some beef with some zoo animals, bro. And somehow started fighting penguins in Madagascar. These zoo ass animals, y'all. Saitama kept pissing him off too. Like, bro was tired, so he felt like being a plant. Then the lion from the Wizard of Oz let him shake his belt out and get ready for the fight. Like, what are you doing, bro? Attack! They get to scrapping. Buddy kills his own team just like he's Woods from Black Ops 2. And now Harambe tells him where to go to get to the doctor. So we got this young nigga, Dr. Genus. Yes, I figured out his name. A scientist that created the zoo-ass animals. Basically, this nigga has shadow clone jutsu, so he can do more experiments, kind of like a Orochimaru a little bit. And he's over here prepping for Saitama and Genos' arrival. So he has this big-ass monster that looks kind of like Berlizzi whenever he's in his roach costume. And he's pretty much the same. He's the ultimate life form as well. The ultimate life form that gets no hoes. And right now, he's a little bit of an asshole, but he is tasked to fight Saitama. So of course, Genos is throwing down with him first. I'm not gonna lie, Genos is getting cooked, y'all. After Genos is done getting turned into a toaster, Saitama and Carnage Kabuto have their brawl. And at the beginning, he left that nigga shook. So we asked him how he got so powerful. Saitama explained that he did his thing. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 10-kilometer run, and no AC. So that answer kind of pressed Carnage Kabuto, I'm not gonna lie. So he went into his berserker mode, which lasts for a week, and starts to go on a rampage. Of course, Saitama goes ahead and one-shots him. But the way Saitama did it was the most disrespectful way I have ever seen in the last 24 hours. And it was nonchalant. You could basically say that he's a dreadhead. Apparently, there was a sale that day, and Saitama was gonna miss it, so he got a little bit angry and punched him because of it. And because he did so, Carnage Kabuto died. At the end, Genos tells Saitama that they can possibly make it to the sale, so they go ahead and start running their way back home. Dr. Genos was shook out of his mind, and he decided to become good for some reason. I don't even know why, but he decided to become good, y'all. And that was episode 3. So next episode, we have these baldies and these big brocky ass suits like they're Bane coming up and basically writing saying that they're oppressed. They don't want to work anymore, you know, they're kind of like bums. But they have these combat suits that make them extremely powerful. Saitama sees that they're going out and causing crimes, and he doesn't really care too much about it because it's not that big of a deal, but they kind of look like him. So now everybody's gonna be scared of baldies. So like the hero Saitama is, he decides to take things into his own hands and goes out to find the crew. Now they're looking for this rich motherfucker, but the only thing about this is that he already hired a bounty hunter that will clap the out of these guys. So the bounty hunter's name is Speedo Sound Sonic, the stupidest name I have ever heard. So Sonic meets up with the baldy group, and you guys know what a reverse jumping is. Basically, it's when one person fights multiple and wins instead of the opposite, and this is that exact scenario. So Sonic ends up running the ones with Hammerhead, the leader of the group, and even he gets dispatched easy. But he got a big ass head, so he's able to not die from the kunai that Sonic threw at it, and then he just randomly disappears. So Hammerhead meets up with Saitama and starts a little bit of a, I can't say a battle because it was really fast, but I guess you could say a scrapping. So they scrap for 0.2 seconds, Hammerhead lost of course, and then Saitama starts walking through the woods again, and that's when he meets up with Sonic. So Sonic attacks Saitama, not even just because he's thinking that he's part of the Hammerhead group, he also just wants to fight basically anybody who's around, and then he realizes Saitama is actually strong, and that right there pisses Sonic off. So Sonic attacks Saitama a couple more times, and then randomly out of nowhere he kicks him, and there goes all the children that he could have had. After that happens, he vows to defeat Saitama, and Saitama wishes him good luck in his venture. And that's the end of episode 4. If you guys stayed to the end, I appreciate you all. Comment down below on what else you guys would like to see me talk about or react to, or anything else that's anime wise. This was kind of a test trial on a new series that I decided that I wanted to do, and it kind of went a little bit well, but you guys have to let me know down below yourselves. Once again, make sure you guys like the video for part 2, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Niggas call me